Hello friends, and welcome to Horror on the 5th. I'm Lucy Whitaker, and tonight we're travelling back to Buckhaven on the 5th of November 1995. I mean, picture this with me, right? There's a crisp snap in the air, so cold it stings your cheeks a bit, and every breath comes out like plumes of smoke. Only the air's already thick with the real thing, the sharp smell of bonfire smoke floating all through the streets. And kids are running everywhere, giggling in their costumes. Witches, vampires, loads of skeletons. It was chaos, but in the best possible way. Bonfire night in Scotland's always had its own flavour. It's not just about Guy Fawkes, you know. Here it feels a bit wild, old. Almost like the fire's burning away something other than old Parliament plots. People gather near the harbour, mulled cider in hand, and you can hear all these old songs blending with laughter and crackling flames. There's something a bit magical, honestly, in how the community comes together out in the chill. I always get this rush of nostalgia thinking about how we'd gather to watch them build the bonfire near the old harbour. There was this hush of anticipation, like everyone was waiting for something mysterious to finally reveal itself. Even the grown-ups seemed a bit spellbound, keeping one eye on the flames and another on the shadows creeping in as the light faded. I remember standing there, tiny and bundled up, thinking anything, absolutely anything could happen before the night was over. Now, if you grew up in Buckhaven, you probably can't have a bonfire night without someone dragging out the old fisherman's tale. You know the one. There's always a whisper that the ghost of a fisherman, lost to the North Sea, haunts our bonfire night. Folks say he walks the shoreline, searching for his lost lantern. All it takes is for one person to start the story, usually with a torch held under their chin to get that extra spooky effect, and you can feel everyone inching in closer to the flames. There's something about ghost stories that just belong to nights like this, isn't there? It's old Scottish tradition, really. Telling tales to ward off the dark, maybe. Or maybe just to remind ourselves there's still mysteries we don't quite understand. Around the bonfire, it feels like the old world collides with the new. Legends get sharper, and shadows feel deeper somehow. I sometimes wonder if telling these stories is our way of keeping the wildness alive, even as we grow up. And, alright, full confession here. There's one year I still can't quite shake from my mind. I was about 10, and I swear I saw something move out past the fire's edge. I know what you're thinking. Probably just the wind or a trick of the smoke, but I'm telling you, it wasn't. And then old Mrs. McSweeney, she lived in the yellow cottage. She leans down and whispers, "He's back, lass. Best keep your eyes open." My heart nearly stopped. Was it just a story, or was it, well, something else? Even now, talking about it, I get that same goosebumpy feeling. Of course, every bonfire night has its share of surprises, doesn't it? This one time, 1995 if memory serves, the whole crowd was humming along to some hymn, flames crackling away, when suddenly the fire just shot up. Whoosh! It roared higher, all wild and bright, so fast everyone sort of jumped back, and there was this hush, like the whole world paused. For a second, you couldn't tell if it was just a gust of wind or, maybe something less explainable. The bravest among us, definitely not me that night, kept their eyes glued to that inferno, waiting for whatever might come out. To this day, you'll hear locals chatting about the night the fire danced. Ginny from the corner shop swears she saw a shape, like a figure, twisting right in the heart of the flames. Some folks laugh it off, blame it on someone tossing in a damp branch or a sudden updraft, but yeah, others aren't so sure. When stories are told over and over, they sort of take on a life of their own, don't they? It's like everyone's memory becomes a bit, well, enchanted. And that's the thing about a night like this. Fear and excitement get all tangled up. People jump, they laugh too loud, they edge just a little closer to each other. And before you know it, the story of that fire, that shadow, that sudden chill, works its way into every bonfire night after. We might never really know what happened, not for certain, but it's how these stories stick around, turning an ordinary night in Buckhaven into something whispered about for generations. Maybe that's the real magic of it, yeah?